What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I got some new parts for my Hellcat I want to show you guys, so let's jump into it. Now you guys know I love the Hellcat and Hellcat Pro. I've done a few videos on these. If you haven't seen them, I'll link it below. Tyrant Designs has some new products for the Hellcat and Hellcat Pro. They reached out to me a few weeks ago, asked if I wanted to try some of their stuff out for the Hellcat lineup. Obviously I said yes, because I have Tyrant stuff that I've purchased before and I love it. So he sent me out a few things for the Hellcat. They sent me out a slide cover plate, an extended magazine release, and an extended base pad for the Hellcat or the Hellcat Pro. I wanted to see what it looked like with this thing dressed up a little bit. So let's take an up close look at these. This is the new base pad. It's a +3, uses your factory spring that comes in your magazine. It will work on either the Hellcat or the Hellcat Pro. These are all made out of aluminum, CNC machined. One thing I did notice with this base pad is the design on the side. Now you can see those grooves that are machined in there. It's the exact same as what's on the slide. So they took the time and effort to keep some similar lines that are on the gun and attribute those to their new products. This is the new extended mag release. It is also anodized with their hard coat anodizing process. It extends it just a little bit. I'll grab a factory one. Here's the factory one for comparison. So that new one you can see sticks up just a little bit more, and it's more of a flat surface, where this factory one kind of tapers off and goes really thin. This one sticks out a little more and has a little more grip on it to where you can release that magazine a little easier. And this is the slide cover plate. Again, it has a few little lines, serrations on it. This doesn't really give you any benefit, in my opinion, putting this on your gun other than aesthetics. It ties everything together. If you're looking to dress up your Hellcat a little bit, obviously this is one more touch that you can do. Throw on there and it will kind of tie in the theme, whatever you're going for. So this is the factory base pad, factory magazine for the Hellcat Pro. That's what I'm going to be putting this stuff on today, is my Hellcat Pro, and see how we can dress this up. If you guys haven't, I did start a Rumble channel, so videos like this where I'm going to do any installs, I'll package that up and put it over on Rumble. It'll be the same video, other than it will show you the install also. YouTube doesn't really like us showing that stuff anymore. So if you guys want to see that, I'll throw a link in the description and it'll take you over there and you can watch the full video. And as always, I have a link in the description that takes you over to my website that has links for all the stuff that I use and tools that I like, stuff like that. So in that link, it'll take you to our website. You can find links to all this Tyrant stuff if you guys want to go check it out. And also to my Rumble page if you want to go watch videos over there too. Here's what the Hellcat Pro looks like right now. I haven't dressed it up at all. Done a few modifications. Like I said, those videos will be linked below. But I'm going to jump over to the bench, throw this stuff on, then I'll come back and show you what it looks like.
A few moments later.
Alright, just got those installed. They weren't bad at all to install. Here's what it looks like with that magazine release, that new back plate on the back, and then this new base pad on that magazine. That base pad does add an extra 3 rounds, which is always nice, and the fits up in there perfectly. Magazine drops out just like it's supposed to. And the only fight that I had, a little bit of struggle that I had, was getting that spring to stay in there while sliding this base plate on. It doesn't have like a bottom plastic piece like some magazines do that kind of have a flat spot for your finger to push on when you're trying to compress those springs, but it wasn't bad. The only thing, the end of that spring did not want to go up in there, so I did kind of scratch the finish right there on the back just a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. These base pads, they do have kind of a cool system. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but right down in here there's a little detent that you push down, and the lip of that magazine slides in the rails on this base pad. When it's fully seated, that pops back up and kind of keeps it firmly in place. Some other magazine extensions that I have, like these ones, they're just a flat finish, smooth, and it doesn't have any grip for you to get a hold of if you have to rip that magazine out. This has a little bit of grip, plus it also ties in with the serrations on the slide, which is kind of cool. Like I said in the past, I've bought Tyrant stuff with my own money. I've been a fan of theirs for a while. They make good products, and I've never been let down with anything that I've bought with my own money. I saw on their website they're also coming out with a trigger shoe for the Hellcat, which I was hoping he would have sent with this, but obviously it's not ready yet. Maybe in the future I'll try and get one of those, because I think that would be cool. And to round out the whole theme, yeah, once I get the trigger shoe in there, that'll look a lot better. But I think it would also be cool if they came out with a takedown lever and the slide lock, you know, extended slide lock and a takedown lever that you could buy in the same color combination of whatever accessories you get and make your gun look that much better. I would say the only complaint that I do have with Tyrant stuff, and it's purely superficial, is their coatings. Not that the coatings are bad, but their coatings are very glossy. Most other gun parts, hell, most guns come in kind of flatter finishes and there's not much shine to them. I just think for a gun, it's a little too shiny. One thing I am gonna have to do is get to the range and make sure using that factory spring keeps this thing reliable. That's one thing I usually always do if I put on a magazine extension that uses the factory spring, is make sure that it still feeds properly and stuff like that, and that it's not too long to where that last round or two won't feed into the gun. But that magazine release does give you a little bit of extra length, makes it a little bit easier to release that magazine than the factory one does, and it also has that little bit of grippiness on it, and those grooves are a lot better than the factory ones. So all in all, I really like these. Like I said, I hope they come out with an extended slide release and a color matched takedown lever. I think that would kind of round out the whole lineup, and hopefully I can get my hands on one of those triggers when they come out and try one of those out also. So that's how it turned out. Like I said, I'll have everything linked in the description. You can go check that stuff out. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll check you guys on the next one.